I'm Mary Lou Watson, Eddie's wife, and we've been coming to Dr. David Rindge for about a month and a half, and he's given us 12 treatments, and for neuropathy in my feet. Also, I had some discomfort in my hips from arthritis, and some arthritis in my shoulders and in my thumbs. And so he's been treating every part of that. I also had, which was a major thing as well as my neuropathy, I had esophagus issues, terrible indigestion that I put up with for a number of years being treated by medical doctors, and it really didn't, the things didn't work. And so when we came to him, I had no idea that he could do anything with that problem. But he did start working on the esophagus and doing laser. You can actually do it in the mouth and it gets into the bloodstream, I believe. And he also would work on my neuropathy on my feet. And each of these problems have just gotten so much less painful in just a month and a half that we've been coming to him. So I'm just pleased, and I won't be letting him out of our lives as long as we have problems. We'll be back to see him.
Folks, I want to tell you, I'm the typical male. Played ball all my life. I was a dancer in show business. Wore my knees out. Had to have them replaced about 10 years ago. And after that, I couldn't play tennis and I couldn't do things that I always liked to do. But all of a sudden, about 2 years ago, pain began to come into the back and the arms and the legs. And so I went back to the doctors, the medical doctors that replaced the knees, thinking that something was wrong with those knees now. But when I got there, they wanted to x-ray them, and when they x-rayed them, they said they looked like new. So that wasn't the problem. He said, the problem is you've got arthritis in your back, causing these knees to be painful. And so we began to look around, and of course his answer was going to be surgery. And I said, no, let me think about that. I want to see if I can't find a different alternative. And so we went to our chiropractor friend, who is also a friend of Dr. Rindge, and asked him if he knew anybody in town that did anything different. And so he gave us Dr. Rindge's name, and we ended up here. And I am so thrilled that we did, because he's been so helpful with the pain and suffering. It's gone from a 9 or 10 painful situation in your back and your knees to a 3. And now that's a long ways down in the pain end.
In a month
and
a
so, I'm sorry?
In a month and a half.
Yes, in a month and a half. So we're working on that. We love the cold laser therapy treatments. They're good for all over the body.
And
We
also,
have relief everywhere.
Also the electromagnetic.
The electromagnetic
It
treatment.
does on your back.
All of that helped.
And
So we have Dr. Rindge to thank for that.
And don't forget the acupuncture, electrical or
Light
acupuncture.
Light acupuncture.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It works phenomenally.
He's done more than we ever expected to have done when we came here. We didn't realize this cold laser therapy could do so many things. And so we're absolutely thrilled with the results.